was loud on that old pine floor. Sun swinging in behind you like it had been there before. He laughed once, made the jukebox skip the beat. Spilled a little of your drink right there on my torn up seat. You said that your truck out there by my leaning sign. I said, yeah, she's old but faithful, kinda like this heart of mine. You smiled slow, said faithful's hard to find these days. I swear time now shifted while you traced your blast that away. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full. I got enough to love you all the way. We pulled out, radio stuck on some old song. You sang the words half wrong, but you sang them big and strong. Yeah, you did. We kicked off, both boots on the dashboard bare. Wind tangled up your hair like it had a right to be there. You said, don't drive straight, let's get a little bit lost. Take the turns that look stupid, chase the lines that get crossed. I said, girl, you're trouble. He said, yeah, I've heard that one. But your fingers found my knuckles, and trouble never felt this fun. Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every gust cloud, writing the stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, headlight halo on your face. If this is all I ever get, I don't need another place. Gas tank half, heart full. I got enough to love you all the way. We hit that little bridge where the creek runs thin. He said, kill the lights a minute, let the quiet bore in. We'd listen to the frogs and the ticking heat, just slid across that cracked bench seat. Till your head fit my heartbeat. You told me about the town that you left last June, the promise you thought you broken when you walked away too soon. Your voice shook when you said I ain't good at staying. I said, girl, I ain't perfect, but I'm hell at finding ways to fix what's meant, patch what's torn, keep us rolling through the storm. Yeah, the better this truck, it's hard, every kind of load. Spread it down this road. Come on! Gas tank half, heart full, you and me in this long dirt road. Every mile, every dust cloud, writing stories we ain't told. Got your hand on my shoulder, and my halo on your face. If this is maybe it's the way you lie. Every time we miss a turn, maybe it's your jacket on my back when nights get cold. Where you bite your lip, then you're scared of getting old. It's your name on my receipts, coffee cups and folded notes. It's every tiny Tuesday that keeps me afloat. Years later, same bar, same scuffed up fool. Your boots a little more faded, kids' crayons on the door. You walk in, balancing pizza and car keys. I still lose my words, like you knocked them out of me. There's a picture on the wall of our first night. My old truck in the background, tailgate full of fights, vibes. We traded some dirt road for mortgage lines, but you still steal my hat. Well, you were barefoot, coffee steam in your hands, first light leaking through the back of that screen door. Old dog sleeping on the welcome mat. You just laughed, said, look what you're late for. I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since cheap wine, July, and grass stains on my neck. Every mile that I drive just leads me back to this heart like a home, hands like a promise I can't resist. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. You had blue paint on your Sunday dress from that bedroom wall. You swore you'd finish someday. Turned the brush on me, drew a heart on my chest, said, boy, you're stuck long as this don't fade. I've been loving you since paint on your Sunday dress, since takeout and tailgates and your head on my vest. Every wrong that I've done, still somehow you bless. You turn my busted up prayers into something like rest. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. There were slam doors, tires spitting up gravel. I swore I'd go farther than the county line, but I hit that sign and my hands started shaking. Turned this truck around before the gas hit 9. I don't always say it right, don't always fight the right fight, but your name keeps winning in my mind. Oh yeah, I've been loving you since late night come back home text, since kitchen floor makeups and your eyes still wet. Every scar that we wear is a page in our duet. You're the line I never wanna forget. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. One day we'll be silver in our hair, pills by the bed, reading glasses on a chair. TV talking low while you fall asleep there, breathing soft, breathing slow like a long, long prayer. I'll trace every wrinkle like a road I met, say, look at us, baby, we ain't done yet. Hey! Hey, I've been loving you since dust on your front porch steps, since first nervous knocking that who the hell's this? From your daddy in the hallway, sizing me up in his vest, to the drive off your Still coffee in your hands, same old dog dreams by the rusted swing set. You look at me with that I still choose you stare. Say, boy, remember, we ain't done yet. I've been loving you, and I ain't done yet. Met you where the gravel meets the old state line. You were drinking cherry cola, I was sipping cheap red wine. Sun was hanging crooked on a rusted welcome sign. You laughed and said you're leaving or you're staying here this time. You had dust on your sandals and a map in your hand. Said I'm following the detours more than any kind of plan. I said, girl, I get that, been running since I ran. Then your fingers brushed my jacket and the world just kinda ran. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. We drove past the mailbox with my faded family name. You said, tell me about your ghost, tell me about your shame. I watched the fields roll over like they never learned my face. Said I never felt like I belonged in any one damn place. You turned down the volume on that old dashboard glow. Said everybody's running 'cause they're scared to let it show. Then you put your head against the cold glass of the door. Whisper, if you wanna leave, why you circling back for more? You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. Found that busted diner with the flickering open sign. You stole all my French fries, I stole little looks sometimes. You said, love ain't fireworks, it's coffee at 2 a.m. It's the way you say you're leaving, but you circle back again. We slow danced on the sidewalk to a song from inside. The waitress lit a cigarette and gave a tired smile. You spun underneath the neon in your threadbare jeans. Said if this ain't forever, it's the closest that I've seen. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. I've loved like a landslide, fast and gone too soon. I've loved like a thunderstorm, shaking every room. But this feels like sunrise, slow on your bedroom wall. Like the quiet in your laughter when you finally trust the fall. Now there's boots on your doorstep and a dog by our gate. Your sweater on my chair and your hair in my pillowcase. My mom keeps calling just to hear you on the line. She says, boy, she's got that kindness we've been praying you would find. You're Toothbrush in my bathroom looks like it always belonged. We burn the eggs each Sunday while we hum the same old song. You kiss me in the kitchen, smell of coffee, toast and rain. Say, you think this road we're taking never circles back again. You're my back road heartbeat, racing my blood in the dark. Every mile, every memory, spelling our names in the stars. If this highway ever ends, let it end in your arms. You're my back road heartbeat, my wild, my home, my spark. If the truck breaks down and the money runs thin, if the truck breaks down and the money runs thin. Met you by the counter at the hardware store. Name tag crooked, smile a little unsure. You said, can I help you, like it was routine. But my whole day changed in your faded blue jeans. I keep taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust in the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far, baby. I was lost till I found where you are. I'll keep taking back roads to your heart.
Bare feet, cheap wine, old clock ticking, didn't notice the time. You laughed when I burned all the toast that night. Said, boy, you can't cook, but you're doing alright. So I keep taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust in the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far, baby. I was lost till I found where you are. I keep taking back roads to your heart. Oh, yeah. I've been the guy who runs when it gets real. I've been the one who jokes instead of saying what I feel. But you show up in my mess in that old red car. Now I'm learning how to love you right where we are. I keep taking back roads to your heart, past the rust and the dust in the old junkyard. Every wrong turn still got me this far, baby. I was lost till I found where you are. I'll keep taking back roads to your heart. Back roads to your heart.
Met you by the ice machine, July heat, dust on my jeans. You laughed at my hometown shirt. Said, you boys ever leave this dirt? I said, sometimes I drive too far. Turn this county into my backyard. You hop right up in my truck, kicked off boots, said, turn it up. We got back road hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear. Every mile pulling you near. You're my wild, my worn out tie, my church pew, my front porch choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Burn. Back road hearts on fire. We skipped stones off the reservoir, shared secrets underneath the stars. You traced scars on my left arm, said who hurt you, I won't, I swear. I told stories I never told about a ring and a promise gone cold. You just squeezed my calloused hand, said boy I ain't her, I understand. We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, kissing like we're gonna disappear. Every mile pulling you near. You're my wild, my worn out time, my church pew, my front porch choir. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Burn! Backroad hearts on fire. Your mama said I drove too fast. Your daddy swore we'd never last. I mowed his yard from June to fall. Now he calls me son in the church hall. We found a house with a crooked gate, leaky roof but the bones were great. Painted rooms with a radio low, dancing barefoot on the plywood floor. Who knew hammered nails and grocery runs could feel like fireworks and smoking guns? Who knew Sunday bills and Monday chores could sound like you humming by the screen door? We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, fighting over nothing, making up two cracked mugs, one coffee cup. You're my wild, my worn out time, my storm sky, my small town choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Burn! Backroad hearts on fire. We learned love ain't all moonlight, it's morning breath and late night fights. You slamming doors, me cutting grass, cooling down and crawling back. Your tears soaking my old flannel, my pride stuck on every channel. You talk me, saying fine to fine, turned into I'm on your side. All these almost broken bent up days, somehow shaped the vows we made. Every silence, every shout teaches us what love's about. We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire, crying in the kitchen, holding on one small flame till the dark is gone. You're my wild, my worn out time, my rough edge and my tender wire. If this old world goes dark tonight, we'll still burn. Burn! Backroad hearts on fire. Backroad hearts on fire. We'll get old, you know we will. Wrinkled hands on the same old hill, watching grandkids chase the light as the day runs out of sky. You still steal all the covers, still roll your eyes at my jokes. Will we still dance slow in the hallway to songs only we know? If your memory ever fades, I retell every single day how you met me by that ice machine, how we turned this gravel into a dream. Oh yeah. We got backroad hearts on fire, old souls tangled in barbed wire. From first hello to last goodbye, we'll ride it out, you and I. You're my wild, my worn out time, my last match, my sweetest choir. If this whole world goes dark tonight, we'll still. Met you in a bar off Highway 9. You were laughing at the jukebox, skipping every line. Boot heel tapping, blue eyes sharp. You drew your name in the ring on the bar. Said you look lost, but you look sure. I said I ain't cured, but I've seen worse. You stole my cap, said drive me home. followed fence posts, chasing cattle and grass, radio buzzing some worn out tune, but you were humming something brand new. Dust in your hair, sun on your arm, bare feet up on my dashboard charm. You said, promise me just one thing, if this breaks, we still let it sting. I got your back roads on my heart, got your laughter in my lungs. Every time I try to leave, I taste your name on my tongue. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the stop I never mark. I got your back roads, burned into my heart. Your mama watched me like a silent judge on that porch with a coffee mug, but your little brother liked my hat, dog liked me too, so that was that. We talked about kids and a little white place. You traced floor plans on my calloused hands. You said, don't you dare become your dad. I said, I'll spend my life proving I'm not that man. I got your back roads on my heart, got your jacket on my chair. Every empty Sunday morning, you're the ghost of sitting there. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the mark on every chart. I got your back roads, driving through my heart. Hey! One late fall, leaves all rust. You pack dreams in the back of my truck. Say there's a job 3 counties away. Will you hate me if I can't stay? I clenched my jaw, tried to act tough, but every brave word just wasn't enough. You kissed my chin, missed my mouth, said if it's real, it'll find its route. Now it's coffee for one at that same old bar. Your laugh lives on in the corner by the jar. I talk too loud, so I don't think. I chew my pride like tobacco and drink. Folks say, son, let it go, but you're stitched in every shirt I own. You're the way my hand hangs on the wheel, that little pause before I peel. I drive past that job sign twice a week, practice speeches I'll never speak. Baby, I'm better, I ain't so scared, but I turn around halfway there. I got your back roads on my heart, got your thunder in my chest. Every girl that learns my name just gets your second-hand best. You're the long way I keep taking, you're the scar dressed up as art. I got your back roads, winding through my heart, oh winding. Time moves on like a cattle train, new paint signs, same old rain. Heard you married some steady hand, a quiet guy, safer plan. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, just a little more like my old man. Talk big talk, sleep alone, leave the light on like you're coming home. If loving you was wrong, then wrong felt right. If losing you was mercy, why's it haunt my nights? If I had one more. Met you in a bar off Highway 9. You were laughing at the jukebox, skipping every line. Boot heel tapping, blue eyes sharp. You drew your name in the ring on the bar. Said you look lost, but you look sure. I said I ain't cured, but I've seen worse. You stole my cab, said drive me home. That old Ford road like it wasn't alone. I got your back roads on my heart, got your lipstick in my truck. Every mile I drive from you, it tightens up the clutch. You're the long way I keep taking. You're the song I can't restart. I got your back roads paved across my heart. Oh yeah. We threw that map out the window fast, followed fence posts, chasing cattle and grass, radio buzzing some worn out tune, but you were humming something brand new. Dust in your hair, sun on your arm, bare feet up on my dashboard charm. You said, promise me just one thing, if this breaks we still let it sting. I got your back roads on my heart, got your laughter in my lungs. Every time I try to leave, I taste your name on my tongue. You're the long way I keep taking. You're the stop I never mark. I got your back roads burned into my heart. Your mama watched me like a silent judge on that porch with her coffee mug, but your little brother liked my hat, dog liked me too, so that was that. We talk about kids in a little white place. You traced floor plans on my calloused hands. You said, don't you dare become your dad. I said, I'll spend my life proving I'm not that man. I got your back roads on my heart, got your jacket on my chair. Every empty Sunday morning, you're the ghost that's sitting there. You're the long way I keep taking. You're the mark on every chart. I got your back roads driving through my heart. Hey! One late fall, leaves all rust. You pack dreams in the back of my truck. Said there's a job 3 counties away. Will you hate me if I can't stay? I clenched my jaw, tried to act tough, but every brave word just wasn't enough. You kissed my chin, missed my mouth, said if it's real it'll find its route. Now it's coffee for one at that same old bar. Your laugh lives on in the corner by the jar. I talk too loud, so I don't think I chew my pride like tobacco and drink. Folks say, son, let it go, but you're stitched in every shirt I own. You're the way my hand hangs on the wheel, that little pause before I peel. I drive past that job sign twice a week, practice speeches I'll never speak. Baby, I'm better, I ain't so scared, but I turn around halfway there. I got your back roads on my heart, I got your thunder in my chest. Every girl that learns my name just gets your second-hand best. You're the long way I keep taking. You're the scar dressed up as art. I got your back roads winding through my heart. Winding. Time moves on like a cattle train. New paint signs, same old rain. Heard you married some steady hand, a quiet guy, a safer plan. I ain't bitter, I ain't mad, just a little more like my old man. Talk big talk, sleep alone, leave the light on like you're coming home. If loving you was wrong, then wrong felt right. If losing you was mercy, why's it haunt my nights? If I had one more. gas machine, dusty pumps at 17. You were buying cherry coke, laughing at your own bad jokes. Sunburn on my farmer's tan. You said, nice truck. I said, hop in if you ain't got plans. You said, guess I'm in luck. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. We missed the county fair that night, took the long way, lost the light, parked out by the old state line. Radio low, you were all I could find. Fireflies in a mason jar, your bare feet on my dash. You traced your name across my arm, said, boy, don't you let this pass. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay rust to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Years roll by like mile-mark signs, cheap perfume and cheap red wine, apartment couch, late night news. We were broke, just paying dues. You work doubles, I work nights. We made coffee our best friend. I'd kiss your hand beneath the lights and swear this grind would end. Every bill, every fight, every wrong turn turned out right. Cause you stayed, I stayed too. What else could I do? For that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through any weather. From red clay ruts to some tux and a white dress. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling got me spun out to the ceiling. If this is love, then I ain't scared to confess. Back road kind of forever, I ain't settling for less. Then came tiny cowboy boots, left beside the front door, mad smiling face in Sunday suits. You said, think he's got your lap. We traded bars for baseball games, late night drives for pillow forts. Your braided hair, I called out plays. We found joy in the small reports. Every dad, every mom, little scribbles on the wall. Every mess, every tear pulled our hearts near. It's that back road kind of forever, family choir singing together. From red clay ruts to a house full of loud kids. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling, now it's 4 hearts at the ceiling. If this is love, I'm glad we never called it quits. Back road kind of forever, yeah, I'm all in for this. One day we'll be rocking chairs, sunset in your silver hair, wrinkled hands and reading glasses, laughing at those reckless past. You'll say, can you believe that girl who climbed into that dusty truck? I'll say, best wrong turn in the world. You'll smile, guess we pushed our luck. Oh yeah, for that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through failing weather. From red clay rust to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild horse slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on before you do. Don't you cry for long, my dear. Turn the key, chase something new. Feel the wind erase your fear. But when that gravel hums just right and the sky burns soft and low, know I'm riding with you tonight. In that cab you ain't alone. It's that back road kind of forever, hand in mind through failing weather. From red clay rust to the tremble in our knees. Yeah, this wild heart slow dance feeling still comes back, hits me reeling. If this is love, I'll take it on my tired feet. Back road kinda forever, you still make my life complete. Rolling late in that rusty Ford, dust on your boots on my front porch. Coffee in your hand, half asleep. Said I didn't plan on falling this deep. You laughed it off, kicked at a stone. Said guess I'm better when I'm not alone. I tried to speak, but my tongue got tied. Cause every road I'd run just stopped and your eyes were running on a half tank. Full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. We got bills stacked up on the counter there. You're wearing my flannel, sitting in my chair. Circling dates on an old wall chart, talking about someday like it's not that far. You say love ain't magic, it's mud and rain. It's late night fights and staying anyway. I kiss your wrist where the paint's still wet. From fixing this house we ain't finished yet. We're running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. Your mama called, said she's doing fine. Told you she can hear you in my laugh sometimes. Your daddy still checks on the weather up here, thinks that we're living off luck and beer. We missed that rent check by day last June. You cried in the kitchen, I hummed a tune. We danced between dishes and overdue cards. Your cheek on my chest, my fear in your arms. We're running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, yeah, that's all we are. Maybe we don't get that big red barn, white fence, big dogs, 10-acre yard. Maybe our castle is this broke down yard, 2 long chairs and a sky full of sparks. Maybe forever is a borrowed truck, a Friday paycheck and a little luck. If I lose it all, but I don't lose you, I'm rich in a way money can't undo. Oh yeah, there's a Polaroid stuck in the mirror frame. Your hair's all wild, we're both half insane. Caught in the rain by the county line. You wrote on the bottom, glad you're mine. We've changed our plans more than I can count. Dreams got smaller, love got loud. We don't say perfect, we say try. We don't say always, we say stand by. We're running on a half tank, full hard windows down in the dark, singing every crooked mile into the stars. If the highway ends, we'll park on the shoulder of the sky. If it all falls apart, I still got your hand on my arm. Half tank, full heart. Someday we'll be gray on a Sunday swing, talking about the mess and the joy it brings. Your laugh will be softer, my back will be sore, but I'll still be reaching for you by the door. Kids all grown, chasing what they want, will sit in that quiet that used to haunt. You'll look at me with that same old spark, say guess we did alright with this half-tank heart. We're running on a half-tank.
Sunrise burning through the haze, another day, another damn maze. This old truck coughing and spitting, engine light on my soul quitting, just like it did on me. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Just a whisper in the emptiness. Yeah, love a goddamn lie. Remember that old porch swing? Summer nights the crickets would sing. Your hand in mine felt so right. Now just a ghost in the fading light. Haunting every damn dream. Love a desert wind, blowing sand in my eyes again. Love a broken promise, just a whisper in the emptiness. This ain't time heals all wounds, but this ain't no simple bruise. This is a canyon deep and wide, nowhere left for my heart to hide. Just echo of your name. Empty bottles on the floor don't taste like nothing anymore. Radio plays a sad old tune, howling at the pale damn moon, just like a fool for you. Bet you're leaning on a rusted fork, boot heel tapping on a 2x4. Sun going down in a blaze out west, laugh on your lips, dust on your dress. If this is love, then let it ride like a long dirt road in the midnight. Windows down, your hand in mine, old tape, it's in a crack brake line. If this is love, I don't wanna land, just circle this town in a beat-up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellations, out past every old frustration. You drew a heart in the county fair dust, said it ain't much, but it's enough. We shared fries in a paper cup shake, kissed so hard that the world got laid. If this is love, love, then let it ride. Like a long dirt road in the midnight, windows down, your hand in mine. Old tape is and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land. Just circle this town in a beat up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellations out past every old frustration. One day we'll trade this busted bed for a creaking porch and a roof instead. But keep that wild in your eyes, my friend. Oh yeah, we'll still get lost on a dead end bend. If this is love, then let it ride. Like a long dirt road in the midnight, windows down, your hand in mine. Old tape is and a crack brake light. If this is love, I don't wanna land. Just circle this town in a beat up van. You and me chasing tailgate constellation. You and me chasing tailgate constellations. Hey! We were wiping down the counter at that old Main Street bar. Name tag hanging sideways, little chip red jar full of tips and folded phone numbers you never planned to call. I walked in for a quick one, stumble into it all. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around.
You said, boy, you look like trouble, with that half-crooked grin. Boot heels on the bar rail, you poured whiskey, not my sins.
We talked about our busted hearts, cars that never made it far.
How your daddy taught you patience, mine taught leaving in the dark.
From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your laugh cut through the static. You turned this runaway around. First date by the river, mosquitoes, June heat. You showed up in your work boots, cut-offs, bare feet. Radio on the dashboard, static in a tune. You leaned back on that blanket, said, come see this kind of moon. I've been all edge, all armor, all joke, all smoke, all show. But you saw past the stories to the part I didn't show. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. I was drifting like a dandelion, blowing through this busted town. Then your eyes said, boy, you're home now. You turn this runaway around. We burned through all 4 seasons in that borrowed single wide. Stacked your textbooks on the dresser, hung my cap on the side.
Mismatched cups in the pantry, secondhand old couch, You painted all the cabinets blue, said we'll make this sacred ground somehow.
Friday nights at the drive-in, cheap popcorn on your shirt. You cried during the previews, laughed through all the hurt. You traced plans on my forearm, little house, big oak tree, dog prints in the backyard, baby names in between. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band. We were dreaming over dishes, talking someday, talking soon, with the street light through the window, painting halos in the room.
Remember that storm rolled in, tore down half this town. You stood in the doorway shaking, said, what if it all falls down?
I wrapped my arms around you, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle, I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet. But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Loving all fairground lights and kisses on the hood. Oil stains in the driveway, doing more than what you could. From the tailgate to the chapel, from a handshake to your hand, from a slow song in a back room to a gold ring on a band.
From my mind to I promise, from I'll try to yes I do, every mile and every meltdown, just another rodeo.
Mama beat the doctor to the hospital that day, cried into your hair and whispered, baby, it's gonna be okay.
You squeezed my fingers breathless, said let it all shake loose. We'll nail back every shingle, I ain't running, I choose you. I choose you.
We fought like summer thunder, over money, over pride. I slept on that torn out sofa, you cried in the bathroom quiet.
But even in the silence, with our tempers running hot, your coffee cup beside mine said we still got a shot.
Met you where the gravel meets the busted county line. You were stealing cherries from the back of someone's vine. Dust on your boots, laugh lines in your smile. Said you wanna see trouble, ride with me a while. You're my backroad heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning slam the screen door, cuss and then come kiss me at the door. Yeah, you burn every dinner, we just laugh and call it fate. Say, who needs a recipe when love still fills the plate? Yeah, you're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. We got a crooked mailbox leaning like it knows our names, a dog that won't stop barking at the kids at ball games. You leave notes on napkins in my worn-out work truck cab. Drive safe, come home, you're still the best I ever had. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. One day we'll be wrinkled, moving slow across this floor, counting all the little rings from glasses on this table board. If my memory fades and the names all slip away, I'll still know that rhythm that's been drumming every day. You're my back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest so loud. My Sunday morning, my Friday night, my quiet prayer, my rowdy crowd. When the world starts shaking and I don't know who I am, you're my back road heartbeat, I'll follow it again. So when they lay me down under red dirt, under sky, play that simple song of us, let it echo, let it ride. 'Cause love ain't in the headstones, it's the echo in your chest. You're my back road heartbeat, baby, you can keep the rest. Oh, yeah. On a farm down in Texas, a quiet few years back, a little boy had questions, hungry for some facts.
Oh, mama, what is love? He asked. I don't understand. She smiled and looked into his eyes and gently touched his hand.
And she said, love is a desire to be together, no matter what it costs us, through all kinds of weather.
Oh, it grows like a garden, getting better and better.
Love is desire to be together. When his mama finished speaking, she kissed and held him tight. The evening grown old and it was time to say goodnight.
Starling in the darkness and laying in his bed, his mind kept on a studying the words his mama said.
She said love is a desire to be together, no matter what it costs us, through all kinds of weather.
Oh, it grows like a garden, getting better and better.
Love is desire
To be together.
Wind howling down these canyons, dry as a bone my throat. Another sunrise bleeding red, no promise in its glow. Yeah, promises, they break easy like sun-baked earth. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing through me. Takes what it wants, leaves just us. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing free. Remember her laugh, a river, cool water on my face. Now just a cracked, dry riverbed, no comfort, no trace. Just echoes, empty echoes in this hollow space. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing through me. Takes what it wants, leaves just us. Love's a hard wind blowing, hard wind blowing free. You were pouring cheap wine in a paper cup, boots on my dash, feet all scuffed up, laughing at the thunder on the radio. Said, if the sky falls, I just wanna know, will you hold my hand when the lights go down, when the small talk fades, when we leave this town? You just grinned, kicked the glove box shut, said, I ain't afraid of a little bit of rust. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the rain starts blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We moved in fast, small house, thin walls, hand-me-down couch and late-night calls, arguing about bills we could barely pay, and dancing in the kitchen anyway. You burned the toast, I killed the song, we laughed till the bad day felt all wrong. You said, baby, I ain't perfect, but I'm here, I kissed that tear right off your beard. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the wind keeps blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. Mama didn't like my worn-out jeans, my tattooed arm, or the way I dream. Said that boy's gonna break you in two. You just smiled, said maybe so, but I choose those Friday nights at the old state fair. You in my jacket, fireworks in your hair. We'd ride the rusted Ferris wheel up high. Swear the whole world shrank to your blue eyes. Yeah, love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going. Headlights dim, but it keeps on glowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. We've been lost, we've been late, we've been standing in the driveway at the edge of fate. We've slammed doors, we've gone cold, but every single time, baby, we come home. We've cursed God, we've asked why, we pulled over just to scream and cry, but through the dust, through the doubt, we always find some way to turn around. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the storm keeps growing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. There was that night on the hospital floor, coffee gone cold, clock near 4. Doctor said it might be a long haul ride. You squeezed my fingers till I almost cried. Whispered, if I go, don't you stay the same. Paint the porch, change your name, but promise me this, when the night gets dark, you'll still talk to me out in the yard. I said, don't start packing up your lights. You and me got too much fight. You ain't going anywhere tonight. You laugh weak, but your eyes burn bright. 'Cause love's like an old red truck, beat up bed and a little bit stuck, but it still gets us where we're going, even when the worst winds are blowing. Yeah, love's like a county line, fades in and out, but you're still mine. Every mile, every scar, every stop, every start, you're the back roads of my heart. pouring cheap beer in a hole in the wall. Saturday tips in a crooked glass jar. I was 3 long days and from an overtime week. Dust on my boots and my broken leaning heart. You laugh when I missed a stool by a mile, said, "Careful, cowboy, that's a hard way down." I was hooked in a heartbeat, hooked on that smile like you'd lit up the darkest bar in this town. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, your hair in the wind, every little mile pulling me in. If this is all I ever get to keep you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Oh yeah. We threw our names with a pocket knife deep in that oak by the fishing hole bend. You said maybe this is just a summertime thing. I said, girl, I hope summer never ends. You stole my hat and you ran through the field, kicking up dust where the fireflies spin. I swear the sky leaned closer to hear every small secret. You let me in a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, your laugh in the dark, dashboard glowing like a falling star. This is all I ever get to keep you in that sundress, bare feet on my seat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Met your mama over pot roast and prayer. Your daddy stared holes clear through my shirt, asked what I wanted with his stubborn wild girl. I said everything, sir, for better or worse. You squeezed my knee under that old pine table. I say and thank you and don't you dare run. I'd have walked through every small town whisper just to be your foolish, faithful one. I've been broke, I've been burned, thought I was done taking turns, but your hand in mine made a long life feel like mine to learn. Love hit me like a back road heartbeat, thumping in my chest on a ragged old seat. Windows down, the radio low, 2-lane faith in the way we go. If this is all I ever get to keep you humming along off key, off beat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. We've had late night fights in the kitchen light, bills stacked high on the countertop. Slammed a few doors, said things we regret, swore we were done, then we never quite stopped. Cause you come back wearing my old shirt, I still red but your pride laid down. You say I still choose you in the hurt, and that simple truth shakes this whole old town. There was rain in the forecast the day we got hitched, but the clouds held back till we said I do. Your grandpa cried, preacher's voice broke, I just kept staring at the light on you. We danced in mud when the sky gave in, your veil stuck wet to your laughing face. Every storm since then when the thunder begins, I remember that first wild holy rain. Love holds on like a back road heartbeat, steady through the bumps and the hard-packed heat. Windows fogged, your hand on the glass, tracing our names as the seasons pass. If this is all I ever get to keep you sleeping, smiling, our kids in the backseat, then darling, I don't need a thing but this back road heartbeat in your front seat kiss. Now this crayon's crushed in the floorboard dust, little boots kicked off by the door. You're humming soft in the hallway glow, rocking our youngest till her breathing slows. I catch your eyes above his little head, same wild girl from that smoky bar. Met you where the gravel turns back into clay, red dust on your sandals, sun dying away. You laughed at my pickup, said that thing still runs. I said it gets me through the mud and under setting sun. Climbed in the front seat, feet up on the dash, radio half crackling, old pictures in the glass. Told me about your leaving and all you had to prove. I said I ain't scared of distance if it keeps me next to you. Every fence post, every leaning tree, that old rusted mailbox where you first kissed me. Moonlight on the mirror, your hair a tangled mess. You whispered, can you feel it? I choked on my yeah, thought it'd be forever, young and wild and sure. Didn't see the storm clouds rolling past your door. You're my back road to your heart, no marked off line, just a busted up truck and your hand in mine. We got miles and miles of maybe in a sky that's falling dark. I don't need a highway, baby, you're my back road to your heart. You left with the sunrise, threw bags in your car, said I'll call you Sunday. I watched you drive too far. Weeks turned into winters, small talk turned to snow. Buried all the letters in the field behind the road. I tried chasing bright lights, I tried chasing pay, but every single payday just felt like a way. On my back road to your heart, no marked off line, just a busted up truck and your hand in mine. We got miles and miles of maybe in a sky that's falling dark. I don't need a highway, baby, you're my back road. Years go like taillights fading out of view. I swore I was over everything about you, till I saw that same sandlot, heard that same screen door, and your shadow on the porch like the night before. You said I got tired of leaving, tired of starting new. Every map I ever followed kept on pointing back to you. You're my back road to my home, to the place I wanna be. Every wrong turn that I took kept curving back to we got miles and miles of mercy
Now there's boots by the doorway, 2 mugs in the sink, your jacket on my chair, your lipstick on the rim, that pink. Mornings taste like coffee and your shoulder on my chest. Nights feel like a long drive where we never need to rest. Sometimes we get stubborn, sometimes we slam doors, but we always circle back to that gravel road of ours. You're my back road to my heart, rough and full of turns. Every fight, every kiss, just another curve we learn. We got miles and miles of living in a truck that barely starts. I don't need a highway, baby. You're my back road to my heart, yeah. You're my back road to my heart, yeah. Engine never.
Met you by the ice chest, dirt road, late July. Truck bed full of half-warm beer, sun still in your eyes. You laughed at my old ball cap, said it'd see some miles. I said I'd drive you anywhere just to see that smile. We got a tailgate to the stars, 2 hearts in one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me, and this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. On my dashboard, bare feet by the fall. That creek below the cottonwoods, heard every secret, every call. You taste my name in red dust on its silver Chevy door. This is what broke looks like. I don't perfect anymore. We got a tailgate to the stars, 2 hearts and one old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, speed on your lips, gasoline. The stars. We learned how to fight soft, turn thunder into rain. You cried in my blue worship, mascara on the grain. Kitchen light at midnight, cold coffee, won't regret.
said, I ain't going anywhere, and said, you better not forget. We got a tailgate to the stars, 2 hearts in 1 old car, love in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me in this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. One day they'll sell that Chevy to some kid down the road, to crank up some new love song where our old stories roll. They'll never know our names, but they'll park where we once parked, where we promised forever under that big breathing dog. Yeah, forever. If the good Lord sips the porch light, calls one of us on home, promise me you'll keep my hat right there by the phone. And when that first storm hits you and you're standing in the yard, look up where we used to look. I won't be very far. We got a tailgate to the stars, 2 hearts in 1 old car, world in a mason jar, shaking in the dark. We got grass on our jeans, sweet on your lips, gasoline. Who needs a map when I got your hand, baby? That's all I understand. Just you and me and this beat up heart, tailgate to the stars. New start, still diving, it's crazy. Tenderless, tailgate to the stars. Tailgate to the stars.
Met you on a Tuesday, that's only boots, sun on your face. You laughed at my old pickup, said it looked like it could lose a race. You tossed your bag in the back, climbed right across shotgun. Right then I knew my heart was aiming its song. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile at the small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I keep my hand in yours. gets hoarse.
Oh, he talked about your hometown, your mama's porch and your old dog Jack. You asked about my scars, the ones you couldn't see out back.
I told you about my leaving, all the times I got it wrong. You said, boy, you can stay a while, you don't always have to move on. You're my shotgun love song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I'll keep my hand in yours, baby. You're my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. 4 years and a few wrong turns, painted walls and a two-room place, burnt toast and Sunday sermons, your mascara on my pillowcase.
We fought about the small things, at the dead of getting cold, but somehow in the crying we find a way to fold.
Fold our fears like shirts, stack them on a bedroom chair. We come back to the middle, find our hearts already there. You're my shotgun love song, playing on a long ride home. Every scar, every cracked up memory feels better when I'm not alone. If the storm keeps coming, let the thunder shake these doors, baby. Know my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse. Hey! Daddy didn't like me, thought I'd drag you out too fast. Said I'd be a firework, just a flash like wouldn't last.
But you stood in the doorway,
So Daddy,
this is who I choose.
I never loved you more than watching you refuse to lose. If the gas runs out, we'll walk the rest. If the sky falls down, we'll call it blessed. If the good days fade and my hard days stay, I'll love you anyway. I'll love you anyway. Oh, you're my shotgun word song, blasting through this broke down heart. Every mile, every small town sunset pulls us closer than we were at the start. If this road keeps rolling, I keep my hand in yours, baby. Throw my shotgun love song, and I'm singing till my voice gets hoarse.
be silver, mine's on our hands. Stories in our eyes. You'll still steal my jacket.
I'll still kiss you between the nights.